Sorry about this. Just loading up the answer dash. Today I'm going to be saying today's video is going to be unused features in Geometry Dash. Yep. Yeah. So that's it. This is a terrible intro. I literally am using PowerPoint if you didn't notice. Have an exodus, yep, I'm using PowerPoint. Don't save. Anyway, bye. Let's go on to Geometry Dash, which is not loading. Okay, now it is. So, I don't really know any. So the first one I'm going to say is that I'm going to start off with the most simplest thing in every level. So, the first and probably the most common one is this. So you see, this is solid. You see, this is solid, but it's also a trigger. So I'm going to show you what it does. I'm going to put thousands of blocks. Oh, make it the robot. Look at this. Look at what's going to happen. You can it's even random while I played at the level. Oh, I already have auto try for my last. So by doing this, you see that those popping like very coolly, but they pop randomly. If you didn't know that, yep, this is a random object moveization while it's getting close or away from the screen. Transition trigger random. That's what it is. There's also another one. Let me just go get it. This took a long time for me. So the second is a start point block. Yep. This one again kills you. You can make a big layer with all these start points, and that even rendered while playing the level. And that's solid, which is even better. It'd be very cool if they added this in the game. Amazingly cool. Here are some things that you can always get whenever you like. Well, used to be able to get. So you see, this is the color trigger, and you can get these things, but you may all be familiar with the fact that how they used to look. These are what they used to look. They had a tink. By the way, there's actually like a background thing here. This is 1.0, but this was very mixed up due to it's from 1.0. So it's a bit broken, but there's a tint ground button and there's no editing, and there's an opacity slider and a copy color. Those weren't in 1.0, but they're in now. There's also 3D I think it means 3D lights. I don't know. Line trigger, object trigger. Line trigger for passing it will crash your game. This is actually from Colin's video. I'll show you. So passing it will just crash your game. That used to be obtainable, but it was completely deleted from the game files. You can only get it from 1.0. So when the line was introduced, there was a secret one in the game files, and it had a line trigger that crashed your game. Yeah, and a lot of players did not know why. When they went into the edit thing, the game also crashed. Or did it? No, it didn't, sorry. But passing it just crashes your game. You used to obtain it, but it is still in the game files, but it no longer crashes your game. So, yeah. But the level stays from when you last saved it, so yeah. Colin actually said this in his April Fool's video. And, yeah. He actually said this in his April Fool's video, except when he said about that line trigger, when you reload the level, everything's empty. That's actually not true. It just looks like the name. Oh, and come on! Why can all my stuff be deleted? So yeah, the BG has a team ground option that will change the color of the ground. I'll show you what I mean. Also, it doesn't mean that you copy the ground, because if you make the ground it does not copy the ground, because then basically when it changes color, it just the ground drawing doesn't change its color, but it doesn't mean it's copying it. Wow, Tom, did you delete that feature? Can you add it back? I know you can already do it by copying the ground color to the BG color, but if you did not know, the background color is actually different to the ground color is actually different to the background color. So copying the ground color to copy the background, you can see the difference. Well, most people. The team ground will just change it the exact same color. And if you have multiple ones and one is only one more, that change ground on. Can you just add it back, please? Please. You can actually just get it back super easily by just copying the button on the thing and just pasting it across. But you still do have those old triggers in your game files. Also, something else unused. If you click this, paste it, use it as an unused thing. There's nothing here, but you will see a counter X trigger, which is the old counter trigger that was going to be put in the game. I'm going to try and recreate it. This may take a while. Yeah, it's kind of hard to make it. Alright, I am finally done. Just make this less darker. There you go! That's what the old counter trigger would look like. I tried to recreate it as much as I can after this. So that was what the old counter trigger looks like. Oh, I'm going to try actually make it you can select the whole thing. I'm going to chain it up. Okay. Grab the actual trigger that is used now. Make it invisible. There we go. Let me just add an invisible group real quick. I like my invisible groups one. Click it. You can edit it. Make it. You can edit it. Make it 2. Takes a. It just hits up. Oh, I'm gonna actually save it because of how brilliant it is. So save a custom object. That is beautiful. That's not it. There are a lot of unused stuff, but I think that's it. I am so sorry, but I think that may be it. Now I'm looking at some more unused things, but they're not really technically unused in a way. But here it is. So, you may know your maximum colors is 999. Which is true, because if you try going over that, please ignore that. 99999. Oops. Sorry, I completely. Okay, I'll say it here. I'll say it here. Oh, I found a very good area. So, okay, let's go on a search page. That's a very nice. Right. So, basically, what normally happens is that sometimes it may crash, sometimes it won't. So, if you get, it does actually go over 999 on the color panel, but they're secretly used for other things. So 1,000 is the background, 1,001 is the ground, 1,001 is the ground, 1,002 is the line of a second ground, I think. And the 1003 is either the line or the ground too. I don't know. And then it's the object, and then it's 3L. I have no idea what that's supposed to stand for. I understand the three-dimensional light, I think. I was forgetting, so I probably doesn't. And then we have more. So we have our objects. We have black, white, lighter, which absolutely does absolutely nothing. Etc. Yeah, etc. I think that's it now. So I don't think there's anything left to say. So bye. Thank you a lot for watching.